Hello everyone, this is My Blue. Zdravo svima, ja sam My Blue. If you hear some noise, that's because my robot is vacuuming, and if it gets close enough, I'm definitely gonna turn it off, but for now, let's just survive. Today I really want to react to a video by Royal Croatian Tours, or Tours actually, I always say Tours. And someone suggested them to me, and funnily enough, like months ago, my boyfriend saw one video of theirs, which was like, you know your Croatian or something like that. Let me see. No, 15 things you'll find in every Croatian home. So I saw that one and I was like, yeah, it was funny, it was pretty accurate, and it's also like a take of a foreigner on the country and the culture and everything. So I think that's really cool to see because, you know, I come from Serbia, so for me all these things are pretty normal. And I'm gonna put my glasses on. I don't really see very much. Yeah, good. You're gonna have to endure me with my glasses on. Good, so I'm going to react to Learning Croatian, the hardest, easiest, and best parts of the language for native English speakers. And I'm gonna react to that one because, you know, I'm a bit of a linguist myself, not a Slavist, but a linguist. So yeah, I really want to see what she's gonna say and to see how difficult Croatian is for her.
To mi je najteža stvar na hrvatskom jeziku, polako. Jako je teško čuti razliku. Znam da ću uvijek imati naglasak i ima stvarno prekrasan zvuk, bar da je to lako. Dobar dan svima i dobrodošli u naš kanal.
Okay, she gives snippets, and I mean her accent is amazing. It's really amazing.
Ja sam Sara, ja sam iz Kanade, a sad živim u Hrvatskoj i učim.
She's from Canada. I thought she was from the US. I mean, I can't really distinguish the accent between Canada and the US unless it's some very like southern accent, like versus Canada.
Kad sam ja došla u Hrvatsku prvi put, nisam znala ni jednu riječ, nisam znala reći bok, nisam znala ništa stvarno. Nemam nikakvih hrvatskih korijena, ali imam muža Hrvata sada i troje hrvatsko-kanadske djece, svi rođeni tu u Zagrebu. Hrvatski je težak jezik, definitivno.
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed by her accent. I mean, only when she said two, something like that, it was kind of a bit weird, but 99% was fucking amazing. I don't know.
Ali isto je lijep jezik. Danas ću podijeliti šta su mi bili najtežije i najlakše stvari kad sam učila hrvatski. Prva stvar, rod. Tri roda. Ženski, muški i srednji.
Yeah, of course.
A to znači da morate promijeniti svaki predjev da bude slagali sa imenicom. Rod je malo komplicirano za nas.
This is funny. She says kompliciran, but we would say in Serbian komplikovan. She's definitely correct. I had the same issue with other languages. So, you know, in Serbian and in Croatian and in, I think, any Slavic language, if I'm not mistaken, you have different genders. We call that grammatical gender. And sometimes it's very transparent what it is. So for example, usually when it ends in a word ends in a, that is feminine. However, we have some exceptions like sudija, which is a judge, so that is masculine. But I'm talking about Serbian right now. Obviously, they might be using like different words for these in different regions, you know, for these concepts, so to speak. So, but yeah, we're very similar in that sense. And so you have to think about if the table is masculine or feminine or whatever, and you have to match this gender between adjectives and nouns, and sometimes even between verbs and a noun. And for me that was quite difficult with German because German is actually not as transparent language when it comes to grammatical gender, so you really have to just like pick it up on the way, like learn words slowly in a sense. Yeah, there are some rules, but there are many more exceptions. But Croatian should not be as complicated as German. Still, it's very difficult when you switch from English that doesn't have grammatical gender. It does have biological gender, but not grammatical. Well, sometimes it does when you say ship a she, she's a beauty, or for a car, she's whatever, but mostly they don't have grammatical gender. English doesn't have grammatical gender. So yeah, I can understand that for her probably it's a struggle, which I completely empathize with.
Govornici engleskog jezika, jer morate uvijek otkriti rod imenice prije nego što govorite rečenicu.
That is true.
Na primjer, ja bih rekla, to je mekana jastuk. A onda tek kad ja kažem jastuk, ja vidim da to je muški rod i mekana bi trebalo biti mekan. Ali to tek poslije ja to vidim. To nije
And not even to get into like adjectives, sometimes it's very difficult to know which suffix to use, in the sense, do you have to omit a, or do you have to add a vowel or a syllable, and that is another topic on its own.
Valjda će mi biti lakše jedan dan. Hoće li biti? Hoće.
Hoće.
Druga
Slowly.
padeže. Hrvatski ima 7 padeža.
That's fine.
My demo is working.
I want to hear him speak in Croatian.
Na hrvatskom jeziku stvarno ja grešim sa padežima.
That is true.
I to svaki dan. Skoro svaki.
So combine 7 cases with 3 genders. I feel sorry for learners of Croatian.
Rečenica vlada, kad ja govorim, kad pišem, kad čitam, stvarno moram uvijek razmisliti o padežima. Da jedna riječ može promijeniti 7 puta, ovisno kako to koristite. Evo, sad ću vam dati primjer. Moj ime je Sara, ali mi ćemo reći Sara bez H, jer na hrvatskom Sara je bez H. Nominativ, I'm Sarah, ja sam Sara. Idem sa Sarom. To je i dan danas moj najtežija stvar na hrvatskom jeziku. Ne znam, 7 puta. Treća stvar, dupla negacija.
Oh,
Na engleskom
that is true. We have double negation. Nikad ne smem, I'm never allowed to, or I'm never not allowed to. I'm guessing that's how you would translate it.
to mi nemamo. Samo kažete jedan put nešto na negativno. Nemam ni jedan.
That's
I
true.
don't have not one. Na engleskom to nema smisla, ali na hrvatskom
Any.
to je tako i kako to ide.
Yeah.
Samo moram malo promijeniti u glavi moje mišljenje.
I never really thought about that because, again, I don't really think about my language, but yeah, I would. I also had to learn in English that you cannot use double negation, right? Like, I don't want any. You don't say I don't want none. I mean, I guess you can as a slang, but it's not grammatically correct.
Četvrta stvar, teška slova. Ima i puno, ali najtežije su mi č i č. Samo od sebi nisu teške slove, ali jako je teško čuti razliku. Jer jako...
People complain about ch and ch, and I tried to kind of explain the position of the tongue and, you know, in your mouth, and but still people struggle with that. You know, I'm not trained to teach Serbian, so I can't really probably explain it properly. I don't know everything that's happening over there. But then we go to Croatia, where when you go to the coast, a bit more towards the coast, the difference between ch and ch is really, really, really tiny. So if you think that ch and ch are so difficult for you, then if you go to Croatia, even they sometimes don't really know which one they should write. I'm not going to say everyone because, you know, probably some people know it. But yeah, I've definitely met people that they're like, oh, inače, is it a strong ch or soft ch? And I was like, what? Strong, soft? What do you mean? It's 2 different letters. But for them, it was very difficult to discern between the 2. Yeah, they have some sort of, for me, it's some sort of mixture, like very, very soft ch. So like, inače. I don't know. I'm probably not saying it correctly, but it's cute.
Kad ja pišem, ponekad zezam, stavljam č kad mora biti č. A po meni to je samo znam u glavu da mekani č
You see, mekani.
i tvrdi č ide više na početku riječi. To je isto tako sa...
That's what I was saying. Mekano and tvrdo ch. And I'm like, no, it's ch and ch. What do you mean? Oh, dž.
I dž.
Dž.
To su jako slične slove.
Dž, dž. Again, very similar difference.
Nešto, onda je li to d, z ili baš dž. Lako zbuniti.
I understand. Lje. I knew it! I knew she was gonna say lje.
Sad mi je već boje, jer stvarno
Lje.
sam jako puno vježbala.
I think people usually say lje, lje, but it's actually not moving from one to other sound, it's just one sound. Lje. It's this lambda, I think it's called lambda sign. Yeah. Like in Portuguese, trabalhar. Mulher.
To je nešto potpuno novo, potpuno drugačije nego išta što mi imamo na engleskom jeziku. Ja ću uvijek zvuči kao stranac,
Not
to mi je
necessarily.
sasvim u redu. Stvarno ne muči
It's
u tome,
okay.
to mi nije cilj sad da ja zvučem kao da je hrvatski moj materni jezik. Jer
Okay. There are people that love their accent and there are people that really care about their accents. I personally have this belief that if you want to learn a language and if you're like actually really interested, language is so many different parts or like aspects. So you have the grammar, you have to learn vocabulary, sorry, but you also have to learn the pronunciation. So this is where like phonetics comes in, actually phonology. And to me, that's also learning a language. So the difference is that usually in classes, they don't really like tell you, okay, these are the phonemes and this is what you have to learn, obviously, because probably it's a bit difficult, but still to me, that is learning a language. And so I feel like people should really make an effort in that area too. If you're learning words, then you should also learn the sounds. However, it is proven, scientifically proven, that the accent is like one of the most difficult parts to just, or like traits or properties to get rid of. So I totally understand if she's like, I'm not focused on the accent, like I just want to like put the message across and yeah, and eventually she'll pick it up, but she is doing amazing. And if she thinks she has a strong accent, then I don't really know who's not gonna have an accent then. Like that's her Croatian is amazing.
Jer kad ljudi znaju odmah da ja nisam odavdje, onda će mi više oprostiti za moje greške kad učim.
We love when someone is learning our language, so don't worry. No one's gonna get mad at you.
No, prefiksa. Na engleskom prefiksi jako često promijeni riječi, samo da bude značilo suprotno. Ali na hrvatskom ima neke riječi što su toliko slični od sredinog do kraja, ali na početku ima neki mali prefiks što totalno promijeni značenje riječi.
I think Liz learned Serbian. That's her YouTube channel. She also mentioned that, and yeah, that is quite interesting. That's another topic. I never really explored it that much, but we have prefixes not only to show maybe the difference between something that's ongoing and something that was finished, you know, and that you don't look at the internal kind of makeup of the event, but they also signify if something has started, if something is ending, and just like different manners of like doing things. So very creative, but difficult for you learning Croatian and Serbian.
Prolaziti, izlaziti, ulaziti, prilaziti, zalaziti, nalaziti, silaziti, dolaziti, prelaziti.
I'm sorry.
Riječi što su tako slični, samo neki mali prefiks i onda riječ znači nešto potpuno drugačije. Evo, sad ćemo preći na najbolje stvari za hrvatski jezik. Prva stvar je svako slovo se čita i piše kako to zvuči.
That is good.
To je super stvar.
I mean, this is where English and French to me are just horrible. So yeah, we made it easy for you, at least in that aspect.
A kako ćete to izgovoriti neki riječ, nego samo čitate slovo po slovu i gotovo. Ja to jako volim. Na engleskom ja mislim da ima oko 40 i više zvukova za 26 slova. A hrvatski ima 30 slova, onda ima 30 zvukova. To je prva liga. To je stvarno...
To je prva liga.
Bar da je to lako. Sljedeća stvar što je stvarno super na hrvatskom je poredak riječi. To je kreativno, fleksibilno, to je super. Kad govorite riječi...
So, we have a very flexible word order. Sometimes it has a slightly different meaning, but basically like you can just move around words and it's gonna be fine.
Možete birati ono, kaj gdje ide koji riječ. Naravno da postoje neke pravile gdje bi trebali staviti svaki riječ u rečenici, ali ako ste u konverzaciji, ako niste u nekoj formalnoj situaciji, onda slobodno možete se mijenjati poredak riječi. Na primjer, Grandma is giving me pie. To je to više manje na engleskom. Ne možete reći toliko drugačije nego to.
English and German. Sorry guys if you hear something, that's the construction happening over there. It's been happening the whole year. I wanted to say in English and German, it's pretty inflexible. Do you say inflexible? Let's just say strict. Sometimes for stylistic reasons you can change it up, but usually it's like no, very fixed. Here, if you start with one word, you can like, oh, okay, I forgot to. Yeah, it's just, I just put words wherever I want to, and it's gonna be totally understandable.
Baka daje meni pitu.
Baka meni
Baka
daje.
meni daje pitu. Baka meni pitu daje. Baka daje pitu meni. Meni baka daje pitu. Meni baka pitu daje. Meni pitu daje baka.
Why are you talking like that?
Why am I talking like that? I'm just trying to show people what the good things are about Croatian. To je jako
That's cute.
fleksibilno. Sljedeća stvar su zamjenice.
Oh.
Ne morate uopće koristiti ako
Oh,
ne
that's true.
želite. Na engleskom morate, baš morate. Na hrvatskom možete samo reći
That's another thing. It's called if some languages are pro-drop languages, which means that they can omit the pronoun because all the information is on the verb. Croatian and, for example, Spanish and also, I don't know if it's French. No, French is not, yeah. These are languages that are very rich in inflection. So usually at least each verb, like for each person, should have a totally different suffix. And that really makes it easy for you. You can just omit the noun, omit the pronoun. Well, actually omit the pronoun. So only when you want to, for example, you have he, she, it, which has the same ending, like for the verb, then maybe you need to point it out, but usually like 90% of the time you basically don't really need it.
idem u dućan. I to znači da ja idem u dućan.
There
Jer
you go.
idem, to znači. Na engleskom ne mogu samo reći go to the store. To zvuči čudno. Nikoga neće znati tko ide u dućan. I to je super stvar.
There's a thing in English, it's called, I think, diary style of writing or something like that, where you basically just write down will go to the store, will do this or that, but you can omit I, but yeah, usually grammatically that's not correct, but sometimes you can use it.
Više jezičnost. Ako već znate hrvatski, onda automatski znate i bosanski, srpski i ugorski.
There you go.
A to znači da automatsko znate 4 jezika. Besplatno, bez truda, bez stresa.
Okay.
Čarobno.
That's a running joke because there were some people that say, oh, I know several languages. I know Serbian, Montenegrin, Bosnian, Croatian, and we would all just laugh because we know that these are so similar that there is even a discussion if they are different languages or they're the same language. And I never put in my CV, oh, I know Croatian or I know Bosnian or something like that. So yeah, but we can basically just understand each other. And that's the thing, we can just brag, we know so many languages.
Možete čak staviti na životopis da znate toliko jezika.
Životopis.
Isto kad putovate negdje, okolo, već znate jezik i ne morate ništa pripremiti se, već možete pričati sa ljudima tamo, genijalno. I zadnja stvar, zvuk jezika. Hrvatski ima stvarno prekrasan zvuk. Kad ja čujem kako ljudi pričaju oko meni, to je kao pjesmica. Pogotovo sad kad ja čujem kako moje troje djece pričaju hrvatski, to mi srce topi. Pogotovo kad ja ih pitam gdje su rođeni i kažu u Zagrebu, umjesto Zagreb. To mi je preslatko. Tako da Hrvati, vi imate prekrasan jezik, jako je težak, ali isto jako lijepi i jako sam sretna da ja učim hrvatski. Naravno da imam još puno učiti, jer još uvijek imam 1000 grešaka.
Always.
Bitno da ja mogu komunicirati normalno i da ljudi mogu me razumjeti. A mislim da to je cilj kad učite jezik, da ljudi mogu vas razumjeti i vi možete njima razumjeti isto.
Njih razumjeti.
Da možete lijepo komunicirati, a ja mislim da to je cilj kad učite jezik, a ne da govorite točno, da nemate greške, da je to nešto.
Savršeno, perfektno.
Tako, polako. Svaki dan
Polako.
malo.
Okay, I had to change the battery. Yeah, I just wanted to say that her accent is amazing. Her knowledge is amazing. She's doing such a good job. Some people probably they don't even get to that level. So I'm really, really, really impressed. And people just don't get discouraged because learning a language is constantly learning something. I'm still learning things about Serbian. Learning a language is also learning and forgetting. That is totally fine. That means that your brain is working. So, and you might not see like immediate gratification or immediate kind of like benefit or that you're learning a lot, but these things are gonna come when you least expect them, and you're gonna be like, wow, wait, I can actually say a thing or two in Croatian or Serbian or whatever. So yeah, just be patient, be hardworking, use the language, and you're gonna be as good as she is. So hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say pozdrav. Pozdrav.